Hello everyone, welcome back to Artist in Focus. This is Shihai.
This is Jiayong.
Today we are going to talk about how could we jump with a style.
In terms of how can we jump with a style, what we really want to talk is that as a professional ballet dancer ourselves, can we also improve our jumping capacity to go a bit further and to the dimension, to the topic that we are going to improve our ability. So, Shihuai, do you personally like to jump?
I enjoy jumping a lot. If you need me to choose between jump or turn, I would prefer jumping,
Okay. So I personally don't like to jump. We're probably just a different opposite, that I like to turn and you like to jump.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are people who are like you, who can jump like naturally so high. But for those people who can't jump that high, who have some struggle, let me put it this way. If you see your colleague who encounters some trouble with jump, what do you usually give them the advice?
I don't think jump is only matter of high or not. I have seen some colleagues, they cannot jump that well. There's one friend that I remember, he doesn't jump high, but somehow he always have the balance in the air, that he doesn't break the form. He used the rhythm and used the musicality to make him look really good in jumping. So for me, of course, it's a plus if you can jump higher, but that's not the main key of like you jumping nicely or not.
If I ask you one dance figure or someone who inspired you, can you tell me that who would be your inspiration when you concerns to jump?
Well, of course, there are a lot of legendary dancers which has really good influence since I was a kid. I think Igor Zelensky, he gave me a really impact effect of jumping because he has such a huge jump and he's actually really tall. And he's using his leg and plie in a really good way. It shows that like a tall man can also using the right force and right way to jump. How about you?
I think if you ask me one name that I would give to a principal dancer from Royal Ballet, Stephen McCree.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason would be very simple. He cares about the space and also the musicality. As a dancer, no matter height or your weight or ability, what you really have is that you really should travel and occupy the space. And if the musicality is correct, then your upper body position, coordination would follow accordingly. So that is the reason I think I would give to Stephen McCree, which is very inspiring.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, do you think if a person who have really encountered some trouble of jumping, what do you think you would do to help this person? What could be the motivation that you would offer to this person?
I think for me, like a lot of people when they are jumping, they're thinking about jump itself a lot. I think plie is really important because that's beginning of it and the end of it. So how you take care of this process is actually how you make an effective jump. And also if you get the plie timing in the right timing, in the right coordination, it will help you to get higher for sure. And then the second one, balance in the air, I think is also really important. A lot of teachers probably mentioned, don't drop your arms. I think it's a good thing that you keep the arms until even you land it, you still have your arm finish the last. Yeah, a lot of people like as soon as they land, they just drop their upper body, end up brings everything,
Absolutely.
you know. Yeah.
That creates more tiredness.
How about you? Like, is there any like focusing for you, like really helpful tips?
Usually, because I'm not a natural jumper, I think there are certain technique when people know how to jump. It's not only the height matters. I think it's the musicality and the space somehow matters to maximize my capacity. Like we will show each other the challenge. I think we will demonstrate how we usually work. And I really get inspired even just to listen to what you said. It's very inspiring to feel how to jump higher, you know. Absolutely essential. So this is the exercise that I want to show. It's about spacing and musicality. I try to maintain as much as possible to travel because there's a lot of movement that is kind of static, that is not really moving, which is not nice. I think when we do pas de bourrée chapé and entre-chatois, pas de bourrée entre-chatois, this part we really have to travel. And after this, hook, 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 we also travel to that corner. We try to maintain the spacing and the musicality. There's music within the movement. When we start to walk, we use the momentum. We can't walk like this, no? We can't walk like this. We walk, we put our weight forward. Weight forward. So basically, you already anticipate the next movement, right? When you walk, same thing. When you do this, you already anticipate your hip. And you anticipate going this way. Going this way. Already anticipate. Oh, anticipate again. And go forward. So hip is somehow a tiny ahead of you. That will help you to move. Good. When you really feel the traveling, you know, you have to push yourself to travel more. Otherwise, you will be, you'll be behind the music. So that's the aim.
I feel that like a lot of my balance is in the center. I don't have a force to drag me into a moving. I quite stuck in like both legs. I mean, even I get the timing right, the steps right, but still, like, I feel like I'm fighting for it a lot instead of like really get into the movement and then filling the space.
Yeah, you did a great job. Very good.
Oh, it's difficult. For the middle jump, I think the thing I really don't like to do is when I do plie, my tailbone is going back and trying to taking off from your upper body again. Yeah. So I'm trying to avoid this motion, even if the music is slow. Yeah, you try to always end that your tailbone is going down into the floor. Yeah, and then
Perfect.
And then also take off from the plie, like with the explosion. Chen. Thank you.
Overall, I have to say, it's very good exercise, which is helping me to really suspend in the air. Maybe I didn't do that much, this kind of exercise, and it's very good. So it really gives me the time to go up, to really have that photo in the air. Yeah. I can feel this. And simple, it's quite simple.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think you can bring a lot of character and a lot of like what yourself like to do into the small jump. There are a lot of different variations. But for middle jump, I think more is like, it's simple and we don't have that many options, but how to bring it into personal, I think is also really important. You and other dancers can be doing the same combination, but how can you bring the personality out? Maybe a little bit more allonge here, or a little bit more quicker here and slower here to play with the music dynamic, and that makes a big difference than you and others. So
both of us have a particular special training method, which can be very in a way cohesion and connected, because the small jump you don't really travel a lot. So like this, you really travel, you can really prepare yourself for moving. And for this kind of big jump, middle jump, that I really have the sense that you allow me to go up. I don't have to anticipate the music to go, oh, next movement. No, there's just very square musicality, very organic, and allow me really pull up using what you said, the plie. You know, this kind of plie without doing the tailbone out. Tailbone always going downwards, and the knee keep one line. That is very good.
Yeah, and also I love the way you talk about like how we walk, like especially the your hips going almost before you, ahead of you. I think it's a good way to think like how to travel like that way.
Of course. Yeah. So thank you for watching our second episode. We hope our jump challenges helped you or inspiring you. And we look forward to see you.
Don't forget to follow Keithlin and Some Ballet. I don't know where it's going to be. It's going to be somewhere here or there. Feel free to ask any question, and we'd love to answer your question. And hope to see you soon. Bye. It's a middle jump, so I put in the end I had a passe tool to the knee. I hope it's all right.
There's two on there. There's two on there.
Yeah.
No. Oh. Something not two on there. I hate two on there.
But just passe. Okay, maybe I can change it. Wait.